One of the topics that keeps coming up is how to properly maintain your brushes, acrylic and gel. We're gonna take you through the steps of how to do it so that your brushes stay perfect all the time, right now on Nail School. All right, Tracy, brush maintenance, take us through the steps.
So one of the most frustrating things for me, especially when I was starting, was the amount of brushes I had to purchase and how they would get caked and gooped, and I didn't understand how to maintain them. I just thought it was part of the process, like once a month I'm gonna have to go buy brushes. But once you know how to maintain them, how to clean them, you can keep your brushes for years. So we're gonna go over both acrylic and gel, but let's start with acrylic, and we're gonna show you the tips and tricks, why we get them goopy or caked with product, how to clean them, and how to store them. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is paper towels. Most people, or I especially, was taught to grab a paper towel and that's how you cleaned your brush off while you were working. The problem with the paper towel is it doesn't grab the acrylic correctly and clean the brush thoroughly. What you end up with is a big pile of goop right in the middle of the paper towel. And we keep going right back into it and wiping our brush off in that big pile. You're never going to clean your brush. So what we have here is a Young Nails table towel. So you want to find something like this that has a nice little texture to it. So when you wipe your brush, it actually grabs the acrylic out of the brush, making it nice and clean. So now you can go back into your liquid and pull out another pearl. So the first thing I want to talk about is the zones of your brush. Brush, just like bits, have zones. We have zone 1, which is the very tip. Zone 2 is the body of the brush. Zone 3 is the back of the brush. Now here's the problem. Most people like to apply the product with the very tip of the brush, zone 1. But what happens is you're actually shoving product into your brush, getting it nice and caked with product inside the body. When you're pressing product out, we're going to use the body of the brush, zone 2. So if I'm pressing down on my nail, I'm not shoving the product in like this. I'm actually using that body of the brush to push the product out, and that keeps us from shoving all that product into our brush. So I'm going to show you an example of using the very tip of your brush, zone 1, to apply and how that's going to cake up the body of the brush. So if we pick up the product, what we tend to do is if we put it down on the nail, we walk it around the cuticle area, and then we start doing this. We kind of start poking at it. And as you can see how I'm starting to goop up the tip of my brush? By doing that, we're almost trying to float it like it's gel. And what we're doing is not only are we not going to have a nice smooth acrylic application, but we're just shoving that product. So as you can see, we're starting to get acrylic shoved into the brush. Now imagine if we have done all 10 nails, how much product is going to be up in here. And we're going to try to keep on cleaning it off and cleaning it off. Now I want to show you, if you use the body of the brush, how much cleaner the application is going to be. Okay, so now we're going to pick up our pearl, and obviously I already have product on, but we're going to pick up our pearl, we're going to lightly place it to the back of the cuticle, we're going to let the product flow, and now I'm going to use the body of brush to move it where I need the product. Pushing it out, using that body, making that product go where I need it to go. Then we can just lightly pull it out to the tip of the nail, using that body all the way through. Clean our brush off. So after I've applied the product on the nail using the body of our brush, zone 2, I wipe it off on my table towel, and we can see how clean the brush is. There's no product shoved into the body of the brush. So as I've used the body of my brush to move the product out, and I brush it forward, now let's say I need to add more product, or maybe I'm ready to move on to the next nail. What am I going to do with my brush? So before I go back into my liquid to pick up more product, I need to make sure that I've cleaned the brush off on our table towel so it's nice and clean from any product residue that's in the brush. Now we're ready to go back to our dish, pick up our liquid, and pick up more acrylic. So now we finally have finished all 10 nails. What are we gonna do so we can maintain our brush to a nice point and store it? First thing I'm gonna do again is wipe the brush off, making sure all that product is out of the brush. And if you notice, I don't just lightly tap my brush, I push down. I'm pulling and making sure that brush is nice and clean. Once I've done that, I put it in my liquid, and I actually leave it there for a minute or two while I'm working on the nails. Once I've set it in there for a minute or two, I'm gonna pull it out, I'm gonna wipe it off again, and I'm gonna lightly roll it to a nice, tight point. As you can see, our brush is not frayed. It's to a nice, tight point, just like the day I bought it. Now it's ready to be stored and put away. So I want to talk to you about acetone and brush cleaner, which is what I was taught to grab to clean my brush. But the problem with that is you actually strip your brush. So what happens is your brush starts getting frayed and it starts stripping it. So as you're grabbing acrylic, it builds up more and more in the brush. As it builds up more, you clean it more in acetone and brush cleaner, which strips the brush more. And before you know it, in about a month's time, you need a new brush. Or you notice that you're using 2 to 3 brushes during a service because you can't get through a full service with a clean brush. So if you do exactly what I just showed you, I promise you're going to be able to keep your brushes for a very long time. Now we've discussed acrylic, let's get into gel. Okay, so gel is it's actually easier to clean. I don't need a table towel to pull out product. What I'm gonna grab is a true lint-free wipe so we don't end up with Furbies in our brush. We're going to grab some product like we've been working on some nails. Okay, so now I've done my nail service. I've finished all 10 nails and I need to clean my brush so I can store it. I'm gonna grab that lint-free wipe. I'm actually gonna pull the gel out. I'm gonna pull it to a point. So what I was taught to do is to grab something like Swipe or acetone or rubbing alcohol to get a lint-free wipe, to get it saturated with the product, and to wipe our brush off onto it, getting all that gel out of the brush, and then to put it away. But let me show you the problem with doing that. If you notice the brush is starting to kind of poof out, it dries the brush out. And if I do this over and over, the brush is gonna get poofier and poofier, and it's gonna be harder to pick up product. Now, once the swipe dries out of there, it's gonna be really hard to pick up gel. The only time I use this to clean my gel brush is if I've used white gel or glitter that I need to get out of the brush. But let me show you what I want you to do after you've done this. Once you've done that with your brush, I want you to grab something thin, a thin gel. Either base is what I've grabbed, or like a Build or a Flex clear gel. I'm gonna dip my brush into the gel. I'm gonna pull it up. You see the lid of the gel? I'm going to work that gel, that nice thin gel, back into the bristles of my brush. Once we've worked it in just a couple of seconds, I'm gonna go back, grab a dry, lint-free wipe, pull the excess off, pull it to a point. So we've used that lint-free wipe, we've removed the excess gel from the brush, and now we've rolled it to a point. Once we've rolled it to a point, it's ready to be stored. If you do this with your gel brush, each time you go to use your gel brush, it'll be easy to use. It's just like the first time you bought it. The number one most frustrating thing is to be halfway through a service and realize that your brush is not performing the way it should, or having to go to the supply store over and over to buy a brush. If you follow these steps that I've shown you with the acrylic and gel brush, you'll keep your brushes for years.